Okay.
I don't think that's recording.
It is recording because it has that little red
so
over
sorry,
there.
it doesn't amplify you, it just captures you.
It just captures you.
Oh, okay, that makes
Yeah,
a lot
yeah,
more
yeah.
sense. I
No,
was
that's
like, why do we
okay.
need amplification?
Yeah, no, that's okay.
You should invest in a stand. Or do you think this is more...
Yeah, so
It's like we're on
did
stage.
you come here today to just tell me all the things I need to do?
Yeah.
That's great. I'm glad.
Live feedback.
I need that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
The other day I told this girl a joke. She was like hounding me to date. Yeah. She was on my case to try and tell a joke, even though she told me before that she doesn't even like comedy.
What?
She doesn't like comedy.
Who doesn't like comedy? That's not
Lots
a thing.
of people.
Oh, like the
Stand-up.
theatre of it. Okay,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
like people being funny.
No,
Okay.
yeah, exactly. Stand up. And
Either way, you're safe.
thanks.
Classic.
And I told her a joke and she was like, "No, that's not very good."
What joke did you
I
tell?
told her the Scrabble joke. I was like, "That is my banker
that's a good
joke."
One. Did you do that? Me no speak good.
No, I
Me
didn't.
no speak good English.
I know I didn't, but I want to do that one again.
This is quite.
Oh,
Should
let's
I
hope
do some
it's-
ASMR?
Yeah, do it. I'll tell the Spotify. Okay, well, they'll. What was
If
that,
that
Spotify
captures-
users, listeners?
Was that good? I bet it sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Have you gone on another date with her? Have you gone on another date with her?
no,
I don't know how good.
no, I
She'll
haven't,
probably
no.
pick me up anywhere.
No, I haven't yet. We'll see. We'll see what happens. If she's
Okay.
watching this, then how come you're watching this and you haven't replied? I'm gonna cut that.
Did you say, how could you be watching this if you haven't replied?
Yeah.
Can we just get really specific? Oh, what's her name?
Yeah. No.
Emma.
No, I'm definitely gonna cut that part.
Damn it.
Damn. Oh, I'll keep it. I don't actually care.
No,
I'll keep it in.
don't
No,
do
I'm
it.
definitely gonna keep it in because she might reply and she might not. It's up to her. You
That
know?
would be crazy. This is like Great Gatsby when he like throws you. Just like the whole purpose of your podcast is to get girls to reply to you. Have you read the Great Gatsby?
Yeah. I have read the Great Gatsby.
I've actually
I didn't know.
not.
Yeah, I was confused. I was like, what part of the Great Gatsby is that?
You know the bit of the Great Gatsby where he sets up the podcast?
Yeah, I was like,
No,
he
doesn't
does throw
doesn't
extravagant
he throw
parties.
Oh, my thing's
to
caught
meet
on my
people.
ring. I got
Uh-oh.
this duck ring
Okay.
and it's really cute, but it's got caught.
Okay.
Okay, you can cut this.
This is going to be eclectic
Sorry.
podcast.
No,
For
so
sure.
he throws the elaborate parties
Yeah.
to get Daisy
Right.
to come to notice him.
Yes.
So I'm saying that this is your equivalent, Daisy
Yes.
the girl, podcast the party.
Well, yes, that's a great analogy
yeah,
actually,
thank
because
you.
even though you haven't seen the movie or read the book, you don't need to.
I don't need to because I know.
Because you got
I
it.
consume culture. Actually,
You
I don't.
consume
That's a lie.
culture. Well, I mean, I'm sure that's not a lie. You do consume culture.
I
right?
do, but I don't really know. Like, it's really weird. Like, most of the time I think I'm okay, and then like I'll get in certain conversations and my like absolute lack of knowledge of any
Yeah.
pop culture, and people are like, "Do you grow
Oh
up
yeah,
under
pop
a rock?"
culture. Yeah, sure. I was just
'Cause you're
imagining your
30.
friends talking about the Great Gatsby. Like, what the hell?
I kind
Yeah.
of. Have you seen it? If your friendship group isn't talking about the Great Gatsby,
Yeah.
crypto.
Yeah.
How you're 31, 32?
32. Yeah.
32. Okay.
Yeah.
So you've got 7 years, don't be too long, of extra experience and knowledge on me. So that's what I tell
Yes.
myself. I'm like, when I get to 30,
That's what I always. Whenever I see you, I tell myself.
you gotta remind
yeah,
yourself.
yeah. No,
It's
yeah. I remind myself. I'm like, Louis, don't back down. I have 7 years of.
Don't back down.
Yeah. Because you're a strong personality.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah. That's not a.
is
that's
that
not
a criticism?
diss.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
That's a. I feel competitive.
Personality-wise.
Yes. I'm like,
Okay.
oh, she's not gonna dominate me. I'm gonna.
I didn't know that
Wait,
there was
wait,
such
yeah,
dark undertones to our
yeah.
interactions.
Yeah, no. Every interaction I have is based on power.
Like, what was that? Like you asked Katie when it was like, "What's up?" Not much. when Katie came to comment in your eye, and you and Sam just had the most like awkward conversation with her.
Oh yeah, I think that was more Sam than
Yeah.
me.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah,
we can
yeah,
beep out names.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
fine.
Sorry, Sam. But I mean, I'm always awkward around Katie. We won't say her surname, but people can infer.
Yeah. Well, she is. Yeah. She's
Yeah.
very beautiful. So that's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So Serena Smart.
Louis Pollick.
Is it hard having a surname that doesn't match your personality?
This wasn't my rider.
Sorry.
Diet Coke and no questions about the surname.
Yeah. I thought about that question and I was like, this is so stupid.
Well, when I was... how old are you in year... you wouldn't even know because it was probably different in South Africa. But when I was in year 9, so I don't know, like 14, 15, I think. I did physics, GCSE, and then also A-level. And my my teacher, gave me back a paper, like an exam, and on the top it just written, I guess you really do live up to your surname. I was like, okay. Wow. And that's literally why I took physics A-level, because I was so gassed. Yeah. And also because my ex did it and I fancied him, but whatever.
Nice. And you were gassed. Gas is something that comes up in physics, doesn't it? Yeah, go on another day with this girl. If she doesn't like comedy. Yeah. Gas is also more chemistry, I'd say. Yeah, I did think that as I was saying it, let that be known.
Gas like if in a space context.
Yeah,
like
well,
space gas.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was talking about.
What did you do?
What did I do?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
What do you do? No, and can they see my feet, because I'm moving my feet
if you do that, then maybe they can. But there we go.
I don't want. It's just I'm like being like I just move a lot.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to burp in a second. Okay. Cut that out. They can't
Keeping that in. We can bleep that. We can bleep that.
Can you bleep
I don't do a lot of
like
edits afterwards. To be honest, I say that a lot.
Do you not like what I'm saying?
No. I'm saying I don't do a lot of edits.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said I'll do a lot. All of this.
No.
No. What were we talking about? Oh, what did you do for like A-level university?
So we have 12 years of school, and the last year is called matric. That's that.
Like matriculation.
Yes, like matriculation. Yes, and year 12, we call it grade 12. I think you do minimum 7 subjects.
Oh, like IB.
Yes, like IB.
Why is that funny?
I don't know, because I don't know what that is.
Oh.
What's IB?
International. Why did you say yes?
Because it's a joke.
International. God. This is going to come up as factual, not comedy podcast.
Yeah.
International Baccalaureate is what it stands for. And it's like... I don't know. It's an alternative to A-levels. You do more subjects,
yes,
but you do them less like deeply.
Yes,
and it's like a lot of people that went to international school.
We did them quite shallowy, shadowy.
Shadowy. Cover English. Me no speak good.
No. We didn't. We like geography. We just know, there's different continents.
Okay.
Next subject.
They show you a globe once.
Yeah. You're like, that's
history.
The Earth.
Congrats.
Yeah. Check. What did I do? So you have to do English. You have to do maths. I did there's easy maths. I didn't do that. I did normal maths.
It's easy maths for stupid people.
Yeah. It's for dumbos.
Okay.
I did history, art, biology. I did art, yeah.
Because your mum's an artist.
My mum is an artist, and I was quite autistic.
Can you edit in a autistic?
Artistic. Yeah.
What kind of art do you do?
I like to draw mostly.
Do you still draw?
I don't. I've fallen out of the
Shall I
practice.
get you? You know Alexi's getting back into Alexi Context, the bouncer at Comedian Serena.
Yes.
If you're listening to this, love you, Alexi.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's going to be listening to the podcast.
No, I don't think so.
Maybe if he is, I want it. But
probably that might be a reason.
But he's been getting back into painting recently because I showed him my sketchbook, and then he was like, "Oh my god!" And then he was really proud. He showed me that he bought an easel and some drawing stuff, and he was showing me all his old drawings. And he did I bet
he's good.
He's good. He was really good.
Yeah,
and he did a drawing class online, and he's got really into it.
Wow.
He's
a talented man.
He is. It's kind of sad, because it takes such a toll.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And his work is very
such a nice man.
He is. He's a great man. He's like the mayor of Camden. That's how I
literally when I went to Spain, he was like, "If you have any problem, call me. I'll fly out. I will come."
And he
get
would,
you. He would.
He's a romantic.
Out. Yeah, romantic.
And not I'm saying that's why he'd fly out, but I'm saying just as a person, he's a romantic.
He's quite
Don't worry. Are you thinking about your bike?
I don't have a bike anymore.
Oh, how did you get here?
Well, I cycled. but on a forest bike.
Just one
but
of.
Was that a squirrel? What was that?
Don't know. I think it sounded to me like someone opened and closed the bin outside, like the recycling bin.
Okay. Also, not that I don't want, but just are you keeping an eye? I need to.
I am keeping an eye.
Perfect.
Don't worry.
Thanks.
You need
Sorry,
to leave
I
at
know
3:30.
3:30. Yeah.
Now that people know what time we're filming this. Or it could be going on for hours.
Yeah, exactly. We started this at 7 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
You don't know.
So what did you do for your A-levels? I'm
Maths,
curious.
physics,
Whoa.
English literature, art,
wow,
but only and critical thinking, but that you can do AS levels.
That's cool. I wish we had that as a
subject. It was so cool.
subject.
It was really, really good. It was really good, and I think it's like, okay, this is such like a non-statement, but it's like once you have that, it's like a foundation through which like see
the world
and like. Oh my god, this is really gross.
Diet Coke.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
Sponsored.
And which Alexi says is very bad for me, but yeah. Anyway,
yeah,
that
you should just drink full fat.
Just full fat. Yeah, I know, but then genuinely the amount of sugar makes me go a bit doolally.
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 Can you say that these days?
Doolally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
It's not like the R word. It's like.
What R word?
Rhombus.
Yeah, you cannot say rhombus. I'm gonna fucking cut that out.
I did maths.
I'm gonna bleep that rhombus.
Light. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Just absolutely made me sound like a terrible.
Yeah. Just keep bleeping. I'm not gonna cut out anything. I say that a lot.
You gotta put
unless
things
there's like a 10-minute section, then I can very easily just be like, okay, that's fine.
But yeah, you have AS levels, which is like a mini A level. It's like a year. So an A level's 2 years, but you can take like a year of the syllabus and then drop it after a year. So I did that.
Right.
So I dropped art and critical thinking's only a year, and then I dropped art after 1 year because it was way too much work. It was so intense, and like I didn't need it for what I was going to do at uni. So I was just like, I'll just keep it for funsies.
Nice. Yeah. My favorite subject at uni was ethics. You reminded me, critical thinking reminded me of that. It was just so interesting. It was like philosophy.
Well, because I did philosophy. Yeah. That's what my major was in. And I loved it because my professor, he was gorgeous. I literally just took all of his modules because I fancied him. He was this like Irish professor. Everyone loved him. He used to have us round to his house during like our supervising sessions, and he would.
The way you slowly said what it was during, I was like, during what? during our sex time. We had. Yeah.
You didn't have sex time during ethics.
Yeah. It's part of the course.
Exactly. Nature and sex time.
Yeah.
But he would only choose women. The only people in his. I can't call myself an attractive woman because that sounds conceited. But the only people in his dissertation group were women, and then like one guy just to like.
One really effeminate guy
with a great ass.
Yeah.
He can stay.
Yeah.
But no, so we did. He was so interesting there. Like he was so clever, and so we did like a lot of stuff about ethics. What everyone fancies.
He was so
professor.
Yeah, no, of course. It's funny to hear. He was so interesting.
He was interesting.
Yeah, sure.
Like, he was.
No one's interesting, actually. I think it's a crazy statement.
That's a terrible take.
Yeah, it's a terrible take. No, I don't believe
that.
No, I don't. I'm just, I don't
keep
going.
Things.
I derail. We had so much momentum.
Yeah, exactly.
Get it back. I don't know what I did. I don't know why I did that. No one's interesting.
No one's interesting. Especially not women.
David said to me, David Anthony, I think he maybe listens to these. He listened to one.
Hi, David.
He said to me, everyone is a dork yesterday. And it just.
Were you at City?
Yeah, I was at
How
City.
was it?
Wait, the show got cancelled. There wasn't enough tickies.
Too many dorks.
Too many dorks.
Not enough.
And his whole thesis was everyone's dorks. And I was just like, no, David, I don't believe that.
But what do you mean by dork?
Why am I talking about this? Please, can we continue?
No, I think this is quite interesting.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. Because it's like, because what I think, so one of my now good friends, when I first met him, this actually, I'm not sure if I can, well, okay, I can keep it vague. One of my now good friends, when I first met him, I thought he was really boring. And then like, what I just realized is that he was just shy, right? And because I'm quite like, I think you see all of me immediately. Like my personality is very much like, poof. And then there's not much, I don't like hold much back, you know? And I don't think...
That's a great sound effect.
Right?
Yeah. For your my personality is very much like, poof.
What do you think is your personality?
Mine's like,
I think yours is like,
Yeah. No ways. I'm not that much of a goof.
No? Okay. Okay, what is it?
No, that's the same as...
Okay, what about...
Slightly...
Yeah,
that's quite close.
This is like Sam's bit about the sound of the year.
Yeah.
Today's sound of the year. But yeah, I've forgotten what my noise was now.
Yours was, no. That's a great game though. What's your personality?
God, okay, wait. I'm gonna do a noise. Someone on the Comedian Serena team.
Okay.
And you've got to say
who it is.
Oh,
I'm in.
Okay.
Dom. I just thought Dom.
No.
Sam.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was between Sam and Dom. You.
Close?
Maddie.
No.
Danica.
Can you?
Wow, that's horrible.
I think Maddie's would be more like.
Oh, that's perfect.
Right?
Oh my God, that's so good.
Isn't that like that?
Maddie's
and then FB's. Yeah. Pew pew. Because that's just.
I imagine more if he's like,
honey, that's racist.
No, I didn't. No, yours is racist. Mine's
No, he's got more.
No, that's like
yeah. That's it.
Yeah, which is a bit racist, to be fair.
And then I don't think it is. I think that's fine.
You don't think is a bit.
And then Dom's. I think Dom's is a bit like spikier. Like.
Dom's is.
Yeah, that's quite good.
I think mine's
and
quite. Mine's like this.
It's just chaos.
I feel like Lads is like yo, because he's like
baby girl.
Yo, what up? Yeah. I have met Lads, of course I met Lads.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay,
then let's do ours again. Let's do ours again. Yeah.
Hours.
So
I think mine is woo, or like I don't know. No, I can't.
I'll try to yours.
Okay.
I'll try to yours. Woo-wee.
I like that.
Yeah.
Woo-wee.
Yeah.
Because it's got a bit of a lyricism to it.
What's mine? Do mine. Oh. Wow. I sound like a that to me when you made that sound. That made me think of like a slightly camp teacher who is heterosexual.
But always says my partner, so you never know.
Yeah, exactly.
You have those people
Yeah.
like,
And says, I've had sex with a lot of people. And you're like, what do you mean?
No, why's your teacher telling you that you've had sex?
Yeah, true. They wouldn't say that.
Did you get taught by my philosophy teacher?
Yeah.
I've had sex with a lot of students.
Someone I dated would always get annoyed that I said I've had when I was dating when I said like people, like I've had sex with this many people.
What? Because it implies plural.
No, because it implies guys and girls.
Well, why is that about? To be fair, actually, a lot of girls are really weird about. Are you bi? I don't want to out you on a pod. Well, because like I'm kind of bi, but like not really. Like, as in like I am, but like women really terrify me fundamentally.
Okay.
They're so much harder to unpack, but
well, men are easy.
Yeah,
true.
And also like an actual interesting take from me is that because a lot of like how I think I've constructed like flirting and like interacting with people in like a like sexual manner was like constructed through what I thought men would find attractive, not necessarily what I think is attractive or what I think is.
Give me an example.
Like flirting. I feel like a lot of my flirting is just like, I mean, I think this is why people think I'm flirting with them all the time, is just like because I'm just quite like you know, whereas like with like women it often feels a bit more like if you do that it's like you're being too like male gazy and you need to be more like connect to them on like a human level, whereas like men, if you're just like they're like okay. Brilliant.
She's into me.
Yeah, exactly.
Here we go.
But this is coming at a time where I'm doing terribly romantically.
I try to flirt with girls like, hello. I bring the sunshine.
Yeah, no, you do that.
Yeah,
People love that. I think
I tried that for years, by the way. That was my move.
And it didn't work?
I got a little bit of success. Yeah, I might have just been finding or gay ladies.
Or gay ladies.
Like
that could cancel out,
yeah.
You could be... No.
I could date a lesbian.
No, I was going to say you could look like a lesbian, but you don't actually at all.
No, I don't look like a lesbian.
Your face is too masculine.
Yeah, I've got a masculine face. And body.
Okay.
But I do think I could date a lesbian. If a lesbian was into guys. You know, like one of those lesbians.
They're not a lesbian, are they?
Okay, bisexual lady who's like leans towards being lesbian.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Noelle.
Noelle.
Lucas's girlfriend. He's got a whole bit. She's bi.
Bi.
But she dates Lucas, who is kind of like quite like.
Yes, that's kind of what I mean.
He's kind of like quite.
Yes, I could date a butch lady. Let me say that.
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
Do you fancy butch ladies?
No.
Oh.
But I like strong ladies.
It'll be for her.
I like some strong ladies.
Like physically strong or emotionally strong?
Physically, not emotionally.
I want them emotionally weak while they squat me.
I mean, like, yeah, I could go to gym and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like ripped?
They can be ripped. Yeah. Little, like, goes to gym. I don't know how to say it. Not too ripped.
Okay.
Too ripped, not too thin and ripped.
Not too
sometimes
thin.
Ripped is like thin, right?
Yeah. Well, often like because women just hold a lot more fat, like around their like
their hands. I don't know.
Does he make?
I don't know. Just they got some fat.
I'm just imagining like a woman with like the Michelin man, like little hands.
Yeah, fat hands. Women have fat hands.
No, they don't.
No,
well,
they don't.
I have fat hands, so I'm a bad example.
No.
But women don't generally have fat hands.
No, generally they don't.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now I feel. Why are you giving me body dysmorphia about my hands?
I'm saying I'm agreeing.
Generally they don't. You are the exception.
Yeah. No. Anyways.
But yeah, I've forgotten what we were even going. No, the main thing though, like it's flirting, but I think the main thing is with, like sexual stuff.
Yeah.
That like what is like it's that I hear it a lot of like when people like I think it's why a lot of people that like reject one thing reject a lot of things, right? So like as soon as people like come out as like non-binary or something, they've like rejected that like gender binary, then their like whole concept of like sex and relationships and everything just like completely expands because you've just like unsubscribed from like what you're following, like a societal like path of like this is what I've seen in like media and my friends have said and stuff, and you're like mimicking it, and then once you regret one thing you're like, oh well, like everything's out the window. And like I often
it's
find
like it's like when you used to get all your news from the newspaper
and then you find out the Snapchat
internet.
stories.
Yeah, you got the internet, you got everything on the internet. Snapchat, Instagram, YouTube.
So like you got consumed from a lot more sources.
Yeah,
kind of. It's not what I meant.
not
go
really.
back to fat hands.
Yeah. Imagine you had
I meant to
fat
type
hands.
on the internet.
Imagine you had Michelin man hands, but like a normal body.
Is that your dream type?
That's my type.
Anyway, where were we even going? This women.
You're talking about
harder to date.
Non-binary.
But then why were we talking about women?
Once you stop subscribing to the male and female gender dynamics.
Yeah. Dynamics.
Then the whole world of sexuality changes. Everything is opens up to you, and you're like a kid in a candy store. If all the candy is different,
it's different genitals. Which, from the sounds of law school, maybe it was.
Yeah. Also, that'd be a horrible situation to put a kid in. Fucking
and also, it implies they're dismembered. It's like a pick and mix.
Yeah.
God.
Ugh.
Okay, let's move on.
Who's the victim in that, actually? Is it the people who are putting their
child?
The child, yes. But also the people who've been fucking castrated and put their stuff.
Yeah.
I don't like shop owner is not a victim.
I don't like this conversation. It's like money laundering. One of those like American candy shops. Okay, I don't like this.
Okay, let's change
where this is
tone.
gone. You change the track. You're in charge.
Okay, so
I don't like the dismembered.
Serena.
That's not my brand of comedy.
What you been up to?
Are you fucking serious?
I don't know.
Is that one of the fan questions?
Okay, you want me to read a fan question?
Yeah, I want a fan question. These fan questions are from Alexi. I don't know his surname.
Serena Smart. Is it true that you are
have you got anything written down?
No.
Line.
Yeah.
Do you actually have nothing written down?
No, I don't have anything written down.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
It was a prop. It's
a prop that I wasn't expecting you to ask me so quickly if I hadn't. I was expecting to. Okay, no, I do actually have one.
Samira came round for coffee this morning. Part of the reason why I was late. but not actually the reason I was late. And it was so funny because we had the whole coffee and she was like sat on my balcony and we're like chatting. And then just as she was leaving, she was like, Serena, I've got to tell you something. And I was like, what? And she like unzipped. She was wearing this like little sweater vest and she was wearing like gym clothes underneath. She was like, I brought gym clothes just in case you decided to work out. And I was like, what? it was like
that's
what?
So funny.
But like she waited the whole time to tell me.
Hilarious.
And I was like, what did you think? Because also like we've never met up and worked out before. Like that's,
what?
Like, that's never something we've done.
I mean, I love that.
It made no sense.
I love the commitment to that thing that made no sense.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was so funny because like she was so bashful about it as well. And she's like, I've got to tell you. I was like, A, I wouldn't have known. B, like, how would I have ever known you wanted to work out? But I don't think she did want to work out. I think it was just like in case.
Yeah.
If we were like
in case she didn't want to disappoint at the end of it.
If I just thought it was like, God, I could really do some Pilates right now.
And she's like, fuck. I knew I should have worn exercise clothes under this dress.
It's just so funny because it was the way she like unzipped it.
It's funny what people do, you know, in their time of need. Like maybe she needed to see you, or you're just having a nice meetup.
I haven't seen her in ages. I did need to see her because I used to see her all the time because she worked around the corner from the Barbican where I used to live. Yeah. And so I saw her in her lunch breaks, but then no longer. So we were long overdue. Many topics to cover.
That shows a good friend. Like she was willing to do something for you that she thought just in case. I thought you
were going to say she didn't want to see me. So she was just in case.
Just in case. She prepared for the just in case if it meant spending more time with you.
Oh.
Isn't that beautiful?
And I'm actually wearing my
Yeah. And so am I. And here comes Samira.
We just start doing a workout.
Yeah. Samira, come and see, otherwise I look like a fucking idiot, man.
I love that girl. What a woman. Samira, if you listen to this, I love you.
Nice. I hope she is. She said she would.
Did she?
No, but it'd be nice.
Have you actually got anything written down?
Yeah, I do actually have.
Oh, that's a paragraph.
Yeah.
Is
I
it
wrote
a statement?
paragraph about
Do you want me to criticize your... Can you tell me a story and then I criticize it? Oh, okay. We don't have to do this. We can carry on talking.
This is to-do list. Put John Pod video on my computer. Go to Oxfam Home Books.
Okay. Go to Oxfam Home Books.
Well, I want to go to like the charity store because I want more stuff for my walls, and also I want a book.
I could paint you something.
Oh man, that'd be cool.
I actually could.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
What do you want?
A big pair of tits. Wait.
Disgusting.
Was that wait. A big pair of tits.
No, go to Oxfam.
Yeah.
Those second-hand
do you have any
do
you have any tits? Wait, I looked through these posters.
I don't see no titties.
There's no tits.
To be fair, a lot of like modern, like all those girls, they have those like line drawings of naked women.
Yes.
I mean, I also do that because I got really into drawing naked people.
Right.
Like line drawings of nudes. And like everyone has line drawings of nudes on their wall.
Yes.
So now it's just like not.
It's not even that big a deal.
Yeah.
So what are you saying? I should get a naked something else? Oh yeah.
Boobs. And a dick. To balance it. To show that you're not like...
What if I have a drawing of 3 ladies, right?
Yeah.
Totally nude. And then at the side of the painting, there's just a dick. It's not... You can tell that it's attached to a body, but you just see the penis. Because I don't want to see the guy's eyes and stuff. And
yeah, that's gay.
That's gay as hell.
You can see their eyes.
Yeah.
Also, I'm sorry, I'm so annoyed. The weather's so nice and I knew I should have worn a dress.
It's not that nice.
But it's sunny.
Yeah, but it does look like it's going to rain again.
Okay, I just wasn't sure what to... You know when you leave the house for a full day?
Yes.
And you don't know what to wear because you don't know how the day will progress?
Yes.
And...
I think you've done well.
Okay.
Yeah. Where are you going after this?
Pottery.
What are you going to make?
Painting.
Are you going to paint the pots?
Incidentally, the only other time I've been pottery painting was on my lady date. And then... I don't know, I said like my lady date. And we went pottery painting and then went to drink on the canal afterwards because it was up in Camden. And we got interviewed by a Polish dating channel.
No way.
Who were doing those like street interviews. Yeah. And they were like, do you want to be interviewed? And I obviously was like, yeah. And she was like, oh, no, not really. And then they were like, we'll give you a £5, and I was like, that's our next drink. So they gave us a £5 each, and then they asked us loads of questions, and then it like got put on their Instagram, and one of my friends like a month later was like, is this you? It was just like me with this random girl who they'd obviously never seen before, and they're like, would you rather date a 2 but they're really smart, or a 9 but they're stupid?
And the girl next to you is like, a 9.
Yeah. She doesn't know anything.
Yeah.
And then they were horrified that we were on a date.
Oh, really?
I think they were quite conservative. Yeah.
But why did they interview you then? Or was it just for like,
I think they just
look what these crazy people are doing in England?
I think they were just looking for people to interview, like friends, partners, all of the above.
Yeah.
And it was like to raise profile. I think it was one of those dating apps where everyone's always trialing a new format, and it was you had to like answer some questions at the start to like see if you're compatible.
Where was she from, your date?
I think London.
Right. She's English.
Yeah, she was English.
Okay.
But she looked kind of Italian. I thought she was Italian when I first saw her.
Okay.
She was really beautiful. She was literally...
Did she say like, Mamma mia? At any point? No, I mean...
No,
I meant it in like a
She volunteered in a charity
way.
shop, actually. It really annoyed me because she was literally... It made me realise how like broken I am. Because not in like a deep way, but like... Not in a deep way, but like...
That's so funny. Being broken in like a shallow way.
Just in like a surface level fracture kind of way. Yeah. Like a bit of TLC and it'll heal just fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, not in a deep way.
How do you get broken? What's like broken in a shallow way?
Broken in a shallow way is like a few people were kind of mean to me, but I had a robust, loving childhood.
Yeah.
But like one of my exes was a bit mean.
You're right, and you like sometimes are like slightly rude to waiters.
No.
Is that the deep way? But because more people who are like rude to waiters aren't broken in a deep way. People who are broken in a deep way are actually like really good to people mostly. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. I think if you're broken, I'm.
I tried to logic. I was like, I'm doubling down.
Like, okay. So too many dorks. No one's interesting.
Yeah. No, too many dorks was David. And I disagree with you, David.
But
I couldn't say it last night because I was in the corner. Felt claustrophobic.
Sounds pretty fucking dorky to me.
True.
True. I need to think what you asked or what you said.
Yeah.
Broken in it.
Oh yeah, because she does charity.
Yeah. No. So basically, she was just like perfect. Like she was gorgeous. Right. She like volunteered at a charity shop. She was really interesting. She was really smart. She wasn't very funny, which, but that's okay. And then I just was so. We went on like 3 dates, and she was just lovely. And then I was like, no thanks. And then like meanwhile, like the guys I was dating were like awful, and I was like, yes please.
Yeah.
Like literally, this guy was like a cocaine addict, an alcoholic, fucking someone else who I used to fence with, which is crazy. And so I knew the girl he was fucking because we fenced together at uni. Yeah, exactly. Like
do you know Brian?
Dueling for his hand about.
What are you talking about, Brian?
God, you're good.
Yeah, that's...
I was like, what you talking about, Brian?
Score.
And then I was like, yeah, this one, please.
Oh, you know Brian, huh?
Tell Brian.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's a
window
into
that's
my
the
past.
Power of Dick.
That was like, didn't like that, but
no.
I guess. Well, it's.
So you said to her no. You're like, nah.
Yeah.
Was she fully lesbian or bisexual or?
She was gay.
She was gay.
Like fully lesbian. Fully lesbian. Okay. And I think they can tell that I'm still too trapped in the male gaze and like male
validation
and
affirmation.
And like I can tell sometimes true lesbians look at me and they're like
true lesbians. This is the gathering of the true lesbians. They're in the robes. Member 362, reveal yourself. Ring.
It's Louis Pollick. Just trying to find a
I am a true lesbian. They're like, oh wow. Okay. Yeah, the male gaze. Which is that's such a bad thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because it traps women in really bad cycles.
Oh.
It's like, you know the thing about like being like a girl's girl. Like it's not
a girly girl.
It's not bad to be a man. That's fine.
No.
And you're okay. Don't worry.
Yeah.
But like, why did my voice break?
I don't know.
It's like you've got my family in a basement. It's
Yeah.
fine. Don't worry.
It's like. Yeah.
No, it is bad. No, because it's like to be like a girl's girl, not like a girly girl. A girl's girl is when you're like always. You would never like drop your friend to see a guy.
You're right.
So like
Hoes before bros.
Yeah, exactly. Sisters.
Do you guys say that?
We say sisters before misters. Sisters before misters. It's like bros before hoes.
No, I get it.
Yeah. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just doesn't roll off the tongue.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
Well, it's also sweeter.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's a bit nicer.
And I think it is important because it's like if all your, I don't know. It's a work in progress in my head. I went to an all-girls school, so I'm working on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sisters before misters.
Yeah.
We should be saying misters before sisters.
Well, you just said it didn't roll off the tongue as well.
No, I know, but now I'm thinking we got to rebrand.
You got to rebrand.
Yeah.
Okay, it works. It works both ways.
Right, misters before sisters.
Misters before sisters.
No, that kind of thing. That kind of implies that you got to prioritize your friend over your sister. That's probably not a good idea. You gotta back your sister.
Of course you have.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
You have a sister?
I have 2 sisters.
Oh, I think I did know this. I always forget
Yes.
facts about your life. You went to Korea. I know this.
Yes.
South Korea.
South Korea. I was in the South, baby.
Germany. No. You just went to Germany recently. You didn't live in Germany.
Yeah, I like popping over to Germany because I'm cool.
Mm-hmm.
Berlin. Yeah, because I think I'm cool. Because I want to be cool. Yeah.
Do you want to be cool?
I've always wanted to be cool, but I don't. But I've stopped trying.
Evidently. Okay, no.
Yeah.
It's gonna be okay. Were you cool? What were you like?
Sorry. That's my calm down song.
What was your calm down song?
No, I think it's just
Is
like
that a song?
No, it's a work in progress.
Oh, you made it up?
I just made it up, yeah.
Oh, wow. That's really beautiful.
It's quite eerie. It's quite sad, eh?
Some bass.
Yeah.
Will this pick up?
I think so, yeah.
Do you have a flute?
Not on me.
Or piano?
Not on me.
I'd be able to write such nice accompaniment.
Oh, shit. Nick, I gotta have some musical instruments in here, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, for general consumption or for this?
For this.
Do you have a harmonica?
Oh. Not on me.
I can play the Piano Man.
Really?
Yeah, because I got really...
If you hummed Piano Man, I can sing it. No, I'm thinking of...
What do you think?
House of the Rising Sun.
Oh, okay.
There is a house in New Orleans.
I love that song.
They call the rising sun.
Okay.
And it's that note I can never get. And it's been
borrowing for money.
Well, you know when he goes, and it's been, that note is always like, and it's been, and it's been, and it's been.
Have you seen the Bob Dylan film?
No, I don't like it. Tina Machine Marmalade.
Marmalade.
No, like marmalade.
He's really good in it.
I'm sure. I've been told that. Also biopics. I'm like, meh.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Meh. All right, Sam Code.
Yeah.
That's his noise. Meh.
Yeah. Sorry, Sam.
He's good in it.
Yeah. Tell me more.
I just zoned out. And the reason it made me think of it is Joan Baez, who's the woman in it, who he had like a thing with, sings "House of the Rising Sun," and it's a really nice cover.
Oh,
it's like very pure, because like you know the usual one's like "There is a house," and it's a bit like
That was great. Can you do the line the when he goes, and it's been, because because I think it's that exact note, and it's been, and he's been what, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy.
I think my brother and I used to sing so much together, but he'd always put on like silly voices.
That's
so
cool.
It's like, yeah,
that's
he was
fun.
a cool kid.
Oh yeah, your older brother. 2 older brothers.
Have you met him? No. 2 older brothers. Very different.
What are they? What's their vibe?
Different. Charles, oldest brother.
Charles, eh?
Yeah.
Charles Smart.
You know, earlier when you asked if I was rich and I diverted.
Yeah.
My brother's name is Joel.
Yeah.
The other one was Hugo. Yeah, I know. Like Hugo Hayes.
Yes. Hugo Smart.
Hugo Smart.
Mr. Smart.
Mr. Smart.
Mm.
And Charles Smart.
Charles Smart.
And people used to call him Charlie, and my mum got really annoyed. Charlie.
Really? Charlie's nice. Or
Charlie's
is Charlie more working class? That way you didn't like it?
No, I think it's just like... actually, maybe from my mum. she's quite... She's
a posh lady.
Yeah, she's very posh. She, like, I came home last weekend and she was like, the way you speak now is disgusting.
Can you do her accent?
She sounds, I think, like me.
Okay, wait, let's do a scene. I'm your mom and you're you. Can I be your mom?
Yeah, but you don't know my mum.
Okay, tell me what she sounds like. No, let me guess her accent in the scene.
Okay. You're definitely going to make her gay.
No,
It's going to make me hard.
Hello, darling.
Oh. Mother.
Yes, it's me. What's my name?
Jenny.
Yes, it's me, Jenny. Oh no, I lost it a bit there.
She sounds like she's like reporting on the war. No, her voice is like mine, I would say. She has better diction. Her voice is more like this. So she has better diction and she never drops the end of her words.
Serena, darling, you sound like one of those road people. Road men.
She doesn't know what a road man is.
You sound like one of those Brixton people.
To be fair, she probably was.
Yeah, you might say.
Especially because I've just moved next to Brixton.
Yes. Like, Serena, Brixton is rubbing off on you.
You know the Portuguese deli around the road?
Mm.
So I met Jason the other day, the guy that works there.
Okay.
So there's two people. There's a Portuguese man who I didn't actually get his name because we were too busy speaking Portuguese.
Yeah.
/
Eduardo.
Spanish. Huh?
Eduardo.
Is that his name? Oh. And then
I don't know.
Jason,
Sorry.
who's the other guy that works there, who was really nice.
Yeah.
And they have these. I don't know what made me think of this, but they have these really good beef cheese patties.
Mm-hmm.
And
I've had one.
Have you had them?
I
so
have.
good. The Iberico. I think it's like Iberico ham.
Yes.
Or beef or something, or pork.
I've had that. You know what I like from there is the marble cake.
Ooh.
It's so good. It looks like it's going to be dry. Let me tell you.
Let me tell you. Maybe I should bring some to the pottery for my friend as a birthday cake.
That's a beautiful idea.
Because I was going to make her a card and I've run out of time. So.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm keeping an eye on the
cool.
time.
I wish I wasn't late because I'm having a great time.
Me too.
I'm having
I
the
wish
best
you weren't
fun.
late too.
We should. Sorry. I'm sorry.
No,
I know you hate when I'm late.
No, I didn't actually mind it too much today.
Okay.
It's more like because I'm inviting you here. It's okay, it's a.
Yeah.
I know you're doing this thing for me. No, it's it's not worse.
Okay. Are you annoyed? Were you a bit annoyed?
Maybe a little bit annoyed, but not like I'm like I can handle this.
Okay.
And I'm not mad,
You know, I've always said every strength is the flip side of a weakness.
Yes.
And every weakness is the flip side of a strength.
That's what I say about my massive. What? We finish your thought before I finish. Yeah.
And what is the downside?
Of what?
Having a massive knob.
I don't have a massive knob.
Oh.
The hell?
Okay. What the hell?
I have a micro penis.
Okay.
And the pro of that,
is
it always fits.
the dream. Okay, Cinderella.
It gets lost in there.
Roomy.
Hello.
Echo.
Yeah. Can someone turn on the light?
What was I saying? Oh yeah, so that's why I'm late because I'm just a free loving gal.
That's how it works. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And I'm also I was thinking about it. I'm such a hypocrite. If I'm late,
I don't think you've ever been late.
No. I am late sometimes, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm late. So what?
Yeah.
I'm late. It's me.
No, but the thing is, I get really anxious and I feel really bad, and I just should. I am always late though. I'm always late.
Yeah.
And everyone knows that about me.
Yeah,
now.
you should figure that out.
Well. Okay. Sorry, I didn't come in for harsh truth.
Yeah. This is.
I'm not.
This in brackets harsh truth. Podcast.
I'm not late to work.
That's good.
So I'm capable of being on time.
That's more hurtful. Why, you just leave on me?
This was because something came up.
Yeah.
And I had to deal with it.
Samira.
Not Samira.
Oh.
That was just that we were just having a fun time.
Oh, that was a fun time.
That was a fun time.
Exercise thing at the
Yeah,
end.
exactly.
I was picturing she was sad. She came there and she was like, after Serena's helped me with my sadness, I'll be like, hey, you want to exercise?
No, she wasn't sad. We just hadn't seen each other in ages, so we had to have a little
Well, that's good. I'm
catch-up.
glad I didn't oust her being sad.
Yeah, no,
so
I
that's good.
love her.
Who was it who was sad?
No. Yeah, we're not going. No, we're not going into this.
I was joking.
It's confidential.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what else is news?
What else is news?
Yeah.
I don't think I'm very good at asking questions. You need something a bit more specific. Like, oh, okay, sorry.
The teeth are out. Okay, more specific, like what? Look, I can take feedback.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like.
Tell me the question to ask you, and then I'll ask it.
Okay. Well, maybe I ask you a question.
No. Okay, you can.
Vividly recall the first time we met.
Ooh, that's a great question.
See?
That's a great question. I'm using all these questions for my next.
That's okay. You can do that.
I'm going to do the sound. What would your personality be as a sound?
See?
It'll be called Serena questions.
Yeah.
I'll make it a segment.
I'm like that. Never get away from the sound of
I'm gonna clip
woman that loves you. Rather just a fool. You know, have you seen that trend on TikTok where it's like a woman's influence is always felt?
No, I've not seen that.
No,
I don't even watch. What is it?
It's TikTok. It's a Fleetwood TikTok. It's a Fleetwood Mac song. About how she's like, you'll never get away from the sound of a woman that loves you. It's like she breaks up with this guy, the guy in the band, whatever his name is. I should know his name.
Mac. Fleetwood.
Vividly recall the first time we met.
The first time we met was at a gig in Soho, central London, let me tell you, folks. And let me tell you this. It was upstairs.
It was upstairs.
We were upstairs, and we were on the second floor. We get it. We get what I'm saying. Third floor, perhaps. Okay. It's unimportant.
We're going into too much detail.
Yeah. I just want them to know what level of height we were.
Yeah.
But anyways, we were at the show, and the venue is called Zebranos.
Yes.
And they used to have this show called a gong show where you go up, and if the crowd don't like you, they hold up cards, and you have to leave the stage. And all the comedians were upstairs. We were all chatting around, and here comes this. Suddenly, there's more light in the room. You know what I'm saying? Like it's almost like the sun walked in.
It's always like
everyone's like, my skin! I didn't put
no SPF.
Yeah, exactly. We were like, God, fucking hell, man. Yeah. And it was none other than Serena. And she came in all smiles.
And I think I was very nervous that day. Just started comedy.
Tell.
Oh.
And we chatted, I think.
We chatted. I thought you were really nice.
Yeah.
Because it was
quite
you.
A nice guy.
I remember you being there, and I remember Sarah Roberts being there.
Yes.
Because it was Sasha. Hello.
Was she there also?
No, she double booked herself. So she was like, do you want to do my sport? And I it was my second gig I'd ever done in London. And like my 5th gig I'd ever done ever.
Yes.
And so I was like so nervous. And I thought it was so cool. There was like a green room. There was like drinks.
Yes.
This was back when they were like.
Yes, they had the ice.
Like,
the drinks were ice.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I was like,
and there was a screen, right? But it wasn't. It was showing like sport or something.
Yeah, I don't think it was showing the gig. And then 2 of my friends were there. 3 of my friends were there actually. And you were wearing a shirt, and I thought you looked very smart.
Nice.
Yeah, and I thought you were really nice.
Thanks.
And then I don't know when I next met you.
Yeah. And just on how the gig went, you got through, right?
I did get through.
You got through, and you were like you were quite surprised.
Yeah.
And but you were like, wow, I got through, blah, 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 but like in a nice way.
Did I say that afterwards?
Yeah, you were like, wow.
Oh, I didn't even remember what
I had not got through, and I was like, that's great for you. Great, they liked you.
I don't remember.
You're like, isn't it amazing? Gigging in London. I was like, yeah, I did like a minute. They hated me.
From day one, 0 social awareness. That's so funny. I don't remember that, but that definitely happened.
Yeah.
I would have been so gassed. I was
you
definitely.
Were gassed,
you didn't get through. Oh, soz. Well, look at us
now.
It's
okay. I went back to that gig and I killed everybody.
Did you?
I mean, oh no, that was a dream I had. I thought that was.
Okay.
Yeah, I could really think of it.
Very vivid dream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not all nightmares.
What a crazy time.
Yeah, what a crazy time. And then the next time was maybe like, you think you did mine and Hugh's gig a couple of times. You did.
Yes. I remember I did that trick once after work.
Yeah, the one in Brixton.
And I was so drunk.
Nice.
Not because I have been drinking at work, but we'd have like a work social, not just because I was like drinking on the job.
Yeah.
Your and Hugh's one.
Well, you don't do that anymore, hey?
What? Drinking on the job?
Yeah.
Or drinking after work?
Okay, we'll cut this, don't worry. No, you're drinking on the job.
Drinking on the job?
Yeah.
Because the fintech people can't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've got a big girl job now.
And you're never ever drunk on it.
I thought you were trying.
You're never
to imply,
drunk it.
I thought you were trying to imply that I've like been through rehab, and I was like, okay.
No. We hope.
You do. We don't do that anymore.
Yeah. Hopefully one day.
Hopefully one day.
Yeah.
Here's to hoping.
No.
You're a mess.
Yeah.
What was I saying? It was your and Hugh's gig, but it was in Pimlico.
Oh yes, Gaptooth.
Yes, Gaptooth. Yeah.
Gaptooth comedy.
And I don't know when I next saw you. And now we're best friends. That's crazy.
And now we're best friends.
That's crazy.
What a crazy journey.
We've
come so far.
Time-wise? Yeah.
We've got like 10 minutes.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Okay, now this next question, I might cut this question.
Oh.
Are comedians... Your face.
I'm like, what are you going to ask?
Are comedians bad at sex?
Oh my God. Well, you've come to the right person.
You can tell me if you want to cut this afterwards.
You've come to the right person.
Yeah. Because that's a lot of lady comedians go on stage, ladies and women, and they go, yeah, male comedians, you don't have sex with male comedians, they're the worst. And I'm like, you're a comedian too, lady.
Yeah.
That's just a bad reflection on you.
I'm getting war flashbacks to all of the male comedians I slept with.
Wow.
And there's been a lot. No.
Was there anyone that you were like, I don't find this person funny? There's a lot. Is that a lot or is that one?
That's one.
Okay.
It was a dark.
That's great. That's good though that you find most of them funny.
It was dark. It was a bad.
Like you'd hope that like 50 out of 52 you'd
all
find
other
funny.
People, all of the other ones, funny. Yeah, funny.
Yeah.
I think my issue has always been, and I think this is why I stick with so many comics. It's not so many. Cut that out.
Yeah, I'll cut that out. I'll cut that. I'll bleep that. I'll just bleep that.
Bleep it so it sounds like a number.
Yeah. And then I'll edit it. 345. I'll just change your voice. 300. Like a monster.
Because I love funny people. I like when someone has like a vibe and they're just a bit silly and they don't take themselves too seriously. And I just think it's so nice. So it's like a lot of comics are obviously like funny people. I mean, there's a divide. Like some people are like very funny on stage and very awkward off stage. But then I think a lot of comics are just quite charming people.
Yeah.
Because they're just so used to being around people. Are they bad in bed? Depends.
Okay.
Some yes, some no. And no further statement. But I don't think it's...
Are the ones who are bad, like, really bad? Are you like, wow, this is a...
No more so than any other man.
Than just like a random...
Than just like a... There's a big spectrum of... And it's not related to being a comic, is it?
Let me ask you this.
Is there a specific person you want
is... I'll believe that. And then, so it looks like I asked. Did you ever sleep with a guy...
Oh God, are you going to ask me a name?
No.
Okay, good.
I'm not. Did you ever sleep with a guy and he came really quickly and then that was it? He wasn't like, yeah, okay, we're going to do round 2. Don't worry. That doesn't have to be a comic. That's just in your life with a guy. We're like, are there guys out there? Okay, that means it was a comic.
No, it wasn't a comic. It wasn't a comic. When I was like 15, 16. No, 17.
Okay, 15. I was like, what?
When I
you
was
got after it there.
Yeah. I was
27.
I'm away from 27.
I know.
I was making out with a guy and he just came in his pants from kissing. And I was like, look, fair enough. That's fine. But it was just...
My heart goes out to you, brother.
It was just so like...
Sincerely, actually.
I just couldn't... Also, because we're in a field. Because it was like when you're like...
You were grinding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, it wasn't like...
No.
Because I'd imagine you were like at a party and you just standing kissing.
No. We were like in a
Yeah.
field and I was
Yeah,
like
yeah.
straddling him.
Okay.
So it's a bit less bad.
Right.
But not much movement had occurred. And then just boom. And he was like, I've come. And I was like, okay. But it was really awkward because we had to walk back to the train station. And he just...
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Did you see him again?
No.
What's his name?
I'm not He knows who he is.
Yeah. He's watching.
He knows who he is.
Oh, it would be cool if he was watching. He's probably
get away from
the girl you love. I'm like a forget you.
That's quite a good song.
Too.
I did see him again because he was friends with some of my friends. But I didn't see him again.
What were we like? We just like
brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't.
Did you wink at him? You're like.
That was not a wink.
I tried.
Yeah, you did try. But no, I don't think it happens that often.
No, it doesn't.
Or if it does, like, it's not actually that deep.
No, it's definitely not that deep. Okay. Yeah, that's, you know, but he was young. No.
I think
Praise
I think that's a lie.
No, I haven't. I've slept with people who think they're funny.
Am I right?
Burn.
Okay.
No, I haven't. Yeah. It sucks, you know, getting rejected by comics is like the worst.
Oh, so you've tried?
Yeah, I've tried.
Oh, okay, so you've tried.
No, I don't know if I've tried, you know, but probably no, I haven't really tried. But yeah. I just wanted to ask that question because, you know, male comedians, we get a lot of bad press. Most of it...
What I will say...
True. Not true. Most of it fair. Let me say that.
I think I'm... The male comics that I hang out with, the reason I hang out with them is because they're nice, obviously. Otherwise, I wouldn't be friends with them. And I also think a lot of the men in my life are very like compassionate, are like very like kind men. Like my brother's always like, you're always around wet men. They're wet, like about my exes and stuff. Yeah. But I'm like, well, yeah, because I want like sweet men. Like I think boys could be nice. Yes. Whereas a lot. So like my perception of male comics is in the people that I see the most because they're my friends is very positive. But to be fair, when I first started doing comedy and I didn't have that like structure in that group, a lot of the guys I was meeting just absolutely sucked. Because it's like the purest like distillation of like a guy that thinks like going on stage and talking about his dick is the funniest thing in the world. And he's like God's gift to women. Yeah. Or it's like really creepy guys that have never been anywhere near a woman, then suddenly get all of this confidence because they're on stage, and then start acting really entitled and weird. It's like that like incel culture. Yes. So I think that's probably why there's a bad rap. And also, to be honest, because I think when you start out in comedy, you think everything's the funniest thing in the world. So like you'll sleep with a comic and be like, this is hilarious, I've slept with a comic and I'm going to say it's really bad on stage. And I'm like, well... Because I also think it's like you chose to sleep with them. I don't know, like often like
that's my thing. I'm like
often I'm like, okay, like I don't think they're necessarily.
That's like being like, I eat at the worst restaurant.
Yeah.
Like what?
It's like I don't necessarily think that
it's hilarious how bad the restaurants I eat at are.
Exactly.
What?
I love a bad hygiene rating.
Oh yeah.
It's like
I'm eating there and I'm like, this is terrible. You guys are fucking idiots.
Exactly.
Like what? No, you're an idiot.
And it's like you're also slightly the butt of that joke. Yeah. And it's like I don't know, because I do joke about guys on stage, but almost all of them I've run the jokes past.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice.
And like there was one guy that was like
almost all.
Almost.
That's funny that you like. There's probably a joke you're like, yeah, I'm never gonna run this one.
There's one about my ex, but he hacked into my Facebook, so he lost his right to.
Fucking hell.
That's not the joke, but he's lost his right to
that
be consulted.
What a joke.
What am I right? It wasn't funny. It was just really quite dark and scary.
That is scary.
But yeah, he didn't manage to.
He wanted to get back with you.
No, he wanted to read my messages to see who I was talking to.
After you broke up?
It was like a year later, yeah.
Whoa.
It was really weird. He befriended one of my really good friends. started hanging out with her loads. She was like, is this okay? Because I know he's your ex. And I was like, I don't fancy him anymore. Like, because she fancied him. I was like, it's fine. You do whatever. I don't mind. And then he changed her passcode when he was at her house, like changed her password, to then log into her account when he was on holiday to send me a phishing link, which is like a link which like collects, like when you click on it, it like collects data from your device.
Jesus.
And so he sent it to her.
Yeah.
Or it's like a website that you own, and then it asks you to input your details, and then they get your sensitive information because it looks like Facebook, but it's actually like a domain that they own. So he sent a phishing link from her to me. So I thought it was from her. So I tried to click on it, but I was on an iPad, which has like really good like malware, like
so
Apple. Pick up. This is sponsored by. So it didn't open. So then I was like, hey, the link's not opening. Can you just like screenshot it if it's funny? Like send it to me. And then she was like, what are you talking about? Sent a screenshot of her side of the conversation. He'd deleted all the messages off her thing. So she couldn't see what had done. Yeah. And I was like, you've been hacked. Looked for her. I was like, look who's logged in. And there was a remote login attempt from Malta, which is where he was on holiday at the time.
Shit, yeah.
And then because I blocked him already, he then sent loads of messages to her being like, can you send these to me? Right. So he like spoke to me through her, and the message was like, you're cleverer than people give you credit for. Well done for figuring out it was me. And I'm like, I literally
right. That's the most backhanded compliment.
Also, no one was saying I was stupid.
Yeah.
Like it was so weird. I was like, who's calling me thick? He used to call me thick to people in his school, which was crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Bro.
So I make jokes about him.
What a dumbass.
But like, I mean,
I don't feel bad for him at all. Yeah, he's probably watching this and he'll probably kill me.
He's not watching.
He's gonna hack into my Facebook.
I'm sure he is completely fine now. He wasn't a bad person. It was weird that we were children. We were like 16.
Oh shit. Okay.
This is when
we were in school.
We were in school. We were young.
Okay, that changes things a little bit.
We were young. It wasn't.
Because that means he's probably got way worse now.
It wasn't malicious.
Yeah.
At all. It was just like, well, it was a little malicious.
What? Maybe it's like controlling. Like he wasn't trying to hurt you, but he was trying to be like.
But it's like you. All of these kind of things come from a place of insecurity.
Yeah, for sure.
And like at 16, you do crazy things. Like you are a child. For the record, the guy that came in his pants was also like. 17.
How old is he?
17.
Oh, bro, you just ousted the 17-year-old.
Huh?
You can't talk about 17-year-olds coming on this show. That's pedophilia.
I was also 17.
What?
So it was fine. Yeah. No, crazy. What a guy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy, actually.
If anyone has a story like that, please comment below.
Yes.
Yeah,
if anyone knows who that is.
Compares, yeah. If you know that guy, if you're watching, Mr. Man, then why did you do it? Let's hear your side of the story. I don't totally believe everything I've heard.
These women with their fat hands.
With their fat hands. Find me a lady with Michelin hands. Is that hard?
The takeaways: women with Michelin hands.
Yes.
Serena, don't believe everything she says.
Sounds
male
of personalities.
comics. Fuck them.
Fuck them.
Come on, ladies.
Fuck them.
Give me some help.
Anything to plug, Serena? Edinburgh Fringe? Anything?
Oh,
this will come out maybe in like 2 weeks.
Yeah. Not really, because I've not got a solo show yet. Follow me on Instagram, Serena. Yeah, 2 underscores.
Yep. It'll be on everything that we post. Will have your your thing done.
Follow me, because I'll probably, do a fringe show. I'm still trying to find a room. Yeah. I mean, I'm doing a compilation show, and shout out to anyone that I've spoken about. Don't take it deeply. Yeah.
Don't take it deeply. Take it shallowly.
Take it shallowly, like the way I've been heard.
Yeah.
I don't think I've said anything mean about anyone. So it's fine.
No. And if you have, I'll
edit it out.
Edit it, increase the volume, and put a picture of them and make it so they know who it is. Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.